Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to talk about something that we all deeply desire: peace in our lives. In our fast-paced, ever-changing world, peace often feels elusive. But the secret to living a peaceful life is not hidden away in some distant places within us, waiting to be embraced. So what is the secret? It's a combination of balance, gratitude, acceptance, and compassion. First, balance. A peaceful life requires balance in all aspects: work and rest, ambition and contentment, self-care and care for others. We often lose our peace when we are caught up in extremes. Finding that middle ground where we can meet the demands of life while staying true to ourselves is key. Balance creates stability, and with stability comes peace. Next, gratitude. We tend to focus on what we lack, constantly chasing more. But true peace comes from appreciating what we have. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from dissatisfaction to contentment. Each day offers something to be thankful for, whether it's the food on our table, the love of family and friends, or simply the beauty of the world around us. Gratitude reminds us that we already possess so much. Third, acceptance. Life is unpredictable, full of challenges and changes. Instead of fighting circumstances beyond our control, we must learn to accept them. This doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means understanding that not everything will go our way, and that's okay. Acceptance helps us let go of resistance and the stress that comes with it, allowing us to flow with life rather than against it. Compassion is also important, both for ourselves and others. A peaceful life isn't just about eliminating external conflicts, but also the internal ones. We must be kind to ourselves, forgiving our mistakes and imperfections. And we must extend that kindness to others, realizing that everyone is fighting their own battles. Compassion fosters connection, and connection brings peace. Throughout history, people have searched for ways to bring harmony into their lives and into the world. But what does peace truly mean, and why does it feel so hard to achieve? When we think of peace, we often picture a world without war or conflict. While that is one part of peace, the quest goes much deeper. True peace begins within ourselves. It's a state of mind and heart, a feeling of calm, balance, and fulfillment. In our fast-paced lives, peace often seems elusive, but it is something we can cultivate if we approach it with intention. Let's explore some aspects of peace. First, inner peace. We cannot expect peace in the world if we do not have peace within ourselves. Inner peace is about accepting who we are, letting go of negative emotions like anger and resentment, and finding contentment in the present moment. This doesn't mean ignoring our challenges, but facing them with a calm mind. Meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection are powerful tools that help us maintain this inner peace, even when life feels chaotic. Next, peace with others. Our relationships are often a source of joy, but they can also bring conflict. The quest for peace involves learning to communicate with understanding and empathy. Instead of reacting with anger or judgment, we can practice patience and compassion. When we are at peace within, it becomes easier to forgive, to let go of grudges, and to build bridges of understanding with those around us. Peace in the world. Our individual efforts contribute to the larger goal of global peace. We may feel small in the face of international conflicts and injustice, but peace is built through everyday acts of kindness, respect, and tolerance. It's about promoting fairness, standing up for others, and working together as a community. When we take responsibility for our actions and influence, we become part of a collective quest for a more peaceful world. The idea of shifting our focus to contentment. In a world that constantly encourages us to want more, achieve more, and compare ourselves to others, contentment can seem like a distant dream. But what if I told you that contentment is not about having more, but about appreciating what we already have? First, let's talk about contentment is the key to peace and happiness, and it starts with a change in mindset. X culture of more. Everywhere we look, we're bombarded with messages that tell us we need to do better, look better, or have more things to be happy. Social media, advertisements, and even casual conversations often focus on what we lack rather than what we possess. This endless pursuit creates a cycle of dissatisfaction, where no matter what we achieve, there's always something else to chase. But true happiness doesn't come from outside sources. It comes from a deep sense of satisfaction with what we already have. Now, how do we begin this shift? It starts with gratitude. Gratitude is a simple yet powerful practice that helps us focus on the positives in our lives. Each day, take a moment to reflect on the things you are thankful for: your health, your loved ones, the small joys of everyday life. When we take the time to acknowledge what we have, we realize how rich our lives truly are. Gratitude helps us shift our perspective from what's missing to what's present. Another step toward contentment is learning to let go of comparisons. We live in a world where it's easy to compare our lives to others, but comparison is the thief of joy. When we constantly measure our success or happiness against others, we lose sight of our own unique journey. We forget that each person's path is different, and what brings contentment to one person may not be the same for another. By focusing on our own progress, we can find peace in knowing that we are enough just as we are. Living in the present moment is also essential to cultivating contentment. Often, we're so focused on the future, on what's next, that we forget to enjoy where we are right now. The future will always hold uncertainties, but the present moment is where life is happening. By practicing mindfulness and being fully engaged in the here and now, we can appreciate the beauty of everyday experiences, no matter how small. Lastly, contentment doesn't mean settling or giving up on ambition. It means finding balance between striving for growth and being at peace with where we are. We can still pursue our dreams and goals, but we should do so without attaching our happiness to the outcome. Contentment allows us to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. Embracing life's uncertainties. Life, by its very nature, is unpredictable. Despite our best plans and efforts, we often face unexpected challenges, changes, and surprises. The truth is, uncertainty is inevitable. But instead of fearing it, what if we could learn to embrace it? Life's uncertainties can be unsettling because they take us out of our comfort zones. We like to feel in control, to have a roadmap for the future. But the more we resist uncertainty, the more anxious and frustrated we become. Learning to accept and even embrace the unknown is key to finding peace in an ever-changing world. So how do we begin embracing life's uncertainties? The first step is letting go of the illusion of control. We often think that if we plan carefully enough or work hard enough, we can control every aspect of our lives. While preparation and effort are important, the reality is that there will always be things beyond our control, whether it's the weather, other people's actions, or unexpected life events. Instead of struggling against these uncontrollable factors, we can learn to adapt, to be flexible, and to respond with resilience when things don't go as planned. Next, we must learn to find comfort in the unknown. The fear of uncertainty often stems from the assumption that the unknown will bring negative outcomes. But the future is full of endless possibilities, both good and bad. When we open ourselves to the unknown, we allow room for growth, new experiences, and opportunities we might never have imagined. Instead of fearing what could go wrong, we can start asking, what if something wonderful happens? Another important aspect of embracing uncertainty is to focus on the present moment. When we are constantly worrying about what the future holds, we miss out on the present. The only moment we truly have control over is the one we are living right now. By practicing mindfulness and being fully present, we can find peace in the here and now, no matter what the future may bring. Developing resilience is also crucial. Life will inevitably throw curveballs our way. How we respond to these challenges defines our ability to navigate uncertainty. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about bouncing back from them. It's about knowing that while we may not have control over every event, we do have control over how we respond to it. With resilience, we can face the unknown with confidence and strength. Embracing uncertainty requires us to trust the journey. Life is not a straight path, and we won't always know where we are headed. But that's part of its beauty. Sometimes the detours and unexpected twists lead us to places far more rewarding than we could have planned. Trusting that everything unfolds in its own time and way helps us release the need for constant certainty. While life's uncertainties may be uncomfortable, they are also what make life exciting, dynamic, and full of potential. By letting go of the need for control embracing the unknown, living in the present, and building resilience, we can find peace and growth in uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, but that's what makes it a grand adventure. Kindness toward ourselves. Often we are our own harshest critics. We set unrealistic expectations, compare ourselves to others, and beat ourselves up over our mistakes and flaws. This constant self-judgment creates a barrier between us and our happiness. But self-kindness isn't about being perfect. It's about treating ourselves with the same compassion and understanding that we would offer a dear friend. When we practice kindness toward ourselves, we learn to accept our imperfections. We recognize that it's okay to make mistakes, to have bad days, and to not always have everything figured out. Instead of focusing on what's wrong with us, we can start appreciating our strengths, our efforts, and the unique path we're on. This self-compassion builds resilience and gives us the emotional strength to navigate life's challenges without being weighed down by self-doubt. Now let's look at kindness toward others. In a world filled with conflict, competition, and sometimes indifference, kindness can feel like a rare and undervalued quality. But it is one of the most powerful ways we can connect with each other. Kindness toward others doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. It can be as simple as offering a smile, lending a listening ear, or helping someone who's struggling. To live a peaceful life, consider embracing mindfulness by focusing on the present moment. Cultivate gratitude by appreciating what you already have, and practice forgiveness to release negativity. Prioritize self-care, nurture positive relationships, and discover your purpose to give life meaning. Achieve balance by managing stress and develop self-awareness to understand your thoughts and emotions. Additionally, adapt to change and show compassion to yourself and others. Remember, living peacefully is a continuous journey, not a destination. It requires patience, effort, and commitment. By incorporating these principles, you'll be well on your way to a more serene and fulfilling existence. Thank you.